Hello Space Engineers, today we're going back to Dyson Sphere Program for episode number 5, where we're going to start inching our way towards yellow research along the main plot line. So have a look at that. So I mean the main thrust of the game, you've got to go along the main quest over all the way to the right hand side along this thick line. But in the meantime we've got to do a lot of other stuff. So what we're heading towards now is structure matrix, which will unlock yellow research, which requires us to unlock a few other things first. It's not going to be that simple though, because there's a million other things. Like I think I'm currently going for titanium, which we're going to need along with diamond to end up creating the yellow research in a lab. But diamond's going to be graphite smelted. Titanium, well, we need titanium crystal, which is a mixture of titanium from another planet and organic crystal, which itself is a whole thing. So yes, you may have noticed I did rejig this area. I've expanded it and cleaned it up. So we've got lovely conveyor belts all over the place. There's a lot of hydrogen being pumped out at the moment, which isn't going into research, simply because I think recent research I've been doing has been favouring the blue, which doesn't need the hydrogen. So things have got a bit stacked up. But not to worry. Oh yes, I did actually fly to distant planets. Off camera, hang on, let's press the right button, here we go. We flew to this one last time. Where's that? The gas giant, and discovered we couldn't land. However, I have now flown to beyond there. I've flown to this little lava planet here, and over to this barren desert here, both of which have titanium. Our home planet does not. So it is possible you can just land. It's just like landing on the home planet. It's just that, well, power is going to be a bit of a thing, and it's a whole thing. But the most important thing is how to actually get the titanium back in the first place. And because we will need some kind of drones, which requires technology, which requires stuff that I simply haven't tackled yet. So, well, bring it on, really.
The data shows this is a planet without natural titanium veins. Perhaps you can get some by collecting gravel. If you need a massive titanium collection, you need to find a planet rich with titanium veins as soon as possible.
Collecting gravels? It's a new option, apparently. Are you a gravels? Stone ore. It's not. Oh, silicon ore! I think since we've got so much research to do, let's actually start with a titanium district, and this will require a bit of running away from the planet for a while. We need to work out where the hell we're going as well. We don't want to press V, I think we need to do. So we need to go. Let's go to the lava planet because that's closest. Probably. We need to go over there. Okay. That's going to be a bit tricky. You can see in the top right, it's got loads of titanium, so that's all good. We get wind and we get solar there, so that's handy. Oh, hang on, we're going back to the planet. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is press tab, and then press that, and then that brings up the other planets. It actually marks it. So let's go over. Oh, we don't want to pin Alpha Centaurus or Alpha Pictoris. It's the most muscular place. I need to actually get out of here, don't I? You will notice that... Oh, careful. If I just let myself drift through space at 328 meters a second, I will very slowly get my energy back. So what I can do is I'm going to bung some of that in there, just so it's there, really. In the meantime, I've still got a long time to wait now. I've made the mistake before of overshooting a planet and running out of energy and not being able to circle around. You will notice that decelerating also uses energy up, so we've got to be careful. 1 meter, 1,000 meters to go. Oh, wow! Right, slow right down. Slow down. Let's aim for some titanium. There's some over there. 4 titanium veins, that's not very many. Ow! I bonked my head. Well, we're on another planet. This is lava-licious, this is, and we have found a tiny bit of titanium. That's not very much. Oh, look, there's me! There's my planet. It's about to fall behind the horizon. Oh well. This doesn't seem like the best titanium in the world, does it? Is there any better? Oh yeah, there's much better stuff over there. You'll notice there's no wood here. So fueling yourself is going to be a bit of a prick, and it also means... Forget that, I've just unlocked something that I don't think I needed to unlock. Hooray! Thankfully we've researched and queued up a lot of other stuff, which will allow us to get to various other things. Look at this! There's also some copper over there. Titanium reserves for days. Let's try and start pressing buttons that I shouldn't press. Right, let's see. I don't think I need to make any. No, I don't. I need to give us a miner. I've only got one, but this'll do. Let's put it there, I think. Right, so we do need power. I haven't unlocked energy battery type stuff yet. I think I deleted that from the research queue because it was very expensive and I wanted to do other things. Now this planet I think has wind, so we can actually do wind. Although I don't seem to have got any in my inventory, so I will actually need to make a couple of those. Let's just make literally just a couple. I've got solar, so I can be starting that as well. This is going to be... well, we may as well smelt it whilst we're here. There's no point in taking it back in raw form. So let's put that... Well, we may need more than one smelter, so I'll give us a bit of space to play with. So my titanium facility is going quite nicely. I've got a Mach 2 storage box, which at some point I developed, and I'm filling up with titanium nicely. And the only trouble is we are very low on power. I've added a recharging tower, a tower of power, but that's not really very... yeah, that's actually soaking up the juice, I think. So what I need to do now is I really do need to make sure that we've got plenty of iron ore, just so we can create plenty of wind turbines, which does require a little trip over to the iron, because iron ore is something I don't currently have. So, excitingly, I'm going to have to do some manual mining. Get in there, lad. I've got a bit of iron ore, but more importantly, I'm busy crafting a lot of wind turbines and things. Also a couple of extra solars. So we start bunging these down when they eventually start. Oh, there we go. Actually, they are being made now. So the wind isn't very good on this planet. And the solar's good, very good, but we don't have the energy storage solutions just yet. So that had to be somewhat on the back burner. Now we just need to find a way of getting it back to my planet. Research speed too slow. I know. Leave me alone. I'll grab all this so I can take it back with me at some point. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Solar power is being expanded now. Good stuff. And we can pretty much leave it to it. Now I just need to recharge myself. I'm standing next to the Tower of Power before I go home. So just double checking the resources on the lava planet. I do notice we do have a little bit of coal here, which would be good for hydrogen fuel rods. No, not less of that. Which will be good to power a thermal generator. But there's not very much of it, so it's probably a bit pointless. There's also silicon, but we are producing that back on the home planet in a bit of a wasteful manner. But honestly, I don't think we need to worry too much. I don't really want to set up another district on this planet at the moment, simply because it's the power requirement is a bit big. Anyway, let's go. I think that should hopefully work. Even when we're off planet, that should hopefully get itself sorted. Right, I think... Where are the other planets? There they are. Right, point myself in this direction, and let's go home. I do seem to be being dragged towards that planet, so let's reorient ourselves by pointing at the planet. You press the up key, the W key, just to point yourself at the... Oh god, I need to slow down. Oh, I'm sped up! Oh! Oops. Ow! So yeah, the slow down key and the speed up key. Don't get them mixed up. Otherwise you headbutt a planet. Hey, it's the chemical district. Excellent stuff. Right, so we kind of like... Now we're back here. I mean, we don't have a huge amount to do. We could set up new areas. We could start planning ahead with things like silicon. So the foolish man sits here and picks at his bum, doing nothing whilst he waits. The wise man sets up a new coal district. It turns out, I mean, this seems to be weirdly sporadic, the coal generation. It's okay, whatever, but it's definitely all being used up, being turned into graphite and then turned into research. The research area over there does seem to be lacking a little bit in graphite, so just to scale things up a bit, I'm going to start this whole new mining operation over here. Thankfully I didn't build anywhere around here. Let's see what we're doing. We've got a thermal power station spare. Oh, could have bunged that on that other planet. Never mind. Anyway, miners. Do we actually have any yet? Yes, we do. There they are. I think actually I already had one built. One there. I'll just stick to one for now. And the coal district is online. Coal district number 2. So that's going to clog up the conveyor belts for a while. It does mean we're going to have hopefully some spare coal, and maybe we can increase the size of this red district, because that does seem to be a little bit of a bottleneck. We've got hydrogen coming in, and we just don't have this much of this stuff, so I could do with expanding our operations here. Okay, straightforward little redesign. Now all that delicious coal that we're getting is going into 4 smelters instead of 2, and there's a nice little queue here as we continue to do our red research so we can get our vertical building going on. And once we've done that, we should be able to stack more on top of here. At the moment, the problem with these things, we've got that one's full. It's got hydrogen, it's got graphite, but the one at the top with the yellow dot, that's missing the graphite. So as soon as, well, this should actually start to really make a difference here, I guess. It's very slow. Yeah, it's okay though. It is now satisfied. The yellow dot has disappeared, and therefore we are using it to its fullest capacity. There's a bit of conveyor belt there. Get rid of it. There we go. Oh, here we go. And we can now build 2 more labs on top of stuff. I'm just having a look. It's actually not that more difficult to get the purple.
You have unlocked the vertical construction technology.
Yep. Thanks, mate. Shut up. I'm trying to talk. So the purple one won't be an issue for the game until much later on. We don't need to worry about that yet, so I'm not going to bother with that. There's plenty of other stuff to do. We are going now for processors, which is actually very simple. We only need blue, and this is a bit of an in-between research that nobody cares about, to be honest. But whilst that's happening, we can now make some more labs, which I suppose I should have been doing whilst I waited, admittedly. But shush. Well, that appears to be that. You will notice there's no actual point in me making more red research at the moment, because we're not doing that, but it's good to stack. Quite literally in this case. So hopefully that might actually be too many. The top one may not ever actually get any raw materials. We shall see. Ideally we could do with faster conveyor belts and faster sorters, which we do have, but we can't build just yet. And so the foolish man sits here and does nothing and tries to work out in his head how to make ectoplasm in Feed the Beast interactions. But the wise man, he replaces his shitty old sorters that he built right at the very start of the game with more upgraded ones. So I think I'll quickly do that now, because it's not really soaking up the blue boxes quite quick enough, which is possibly a silly thing. So let's be doing that. There. That should speed it up. I could do the same over here. I've unlocked the processor, and nothing new. So now I'm going to start drinking up the red research. Realise that you can actually have multiple things if you really want to make sure that everything's really efficient. You can have multiple outs and ins. The only trouble is we're still not quite feeding quite enough magnetic coils into the stack. I'm not that bothered though. I'd have to redesign this a little bit, which is probably overdue, to be honest. So as we wait for more research to happen, I'm using my time wisely again. I've expanded this area, but more importantly with the blue research, because we're not making any, I've actually made it so that we are actually still producing it and bunging it into storage, rather than just like waiting for things to happen. So that should hopefully stack us up a nice blue queue for later. The red queue happens because there's a really long conveyor belt, but the blue one, that wasn't the case for. So now hopefully that should help us out when we next get onto a blue research item, piece of research type thingamy. You have unlocked the logistic drones engine, the thruster, and now you can use logistic drones to transport cargo within the planet. Oh. Well, I don't think I can actually do anything yet with that information. I think we'll just have to keep on doing some research. Oh, we've got another 791 blue ones to make now. Ugh. Oh, hello. Wasn't paying attention. We've unlocked the planetary logistics system, the logistics station and drone. As long as you set the conditions in the station, the drones will automatically transport cargo. Ooh. That sounds like that's just something that sticks to this planet, though. Also, this conveyor belt's knackered. I don't know where I'm taking it. Where am I going? And let's open up this new tab, and we have a planetary logistics system. Can we make that? We need particle containers from the most... Oh god. We might need a few things for this. Stuff that I don't necessarily have. Okay. I admit defeat. for this episode. And we do need a shit ton of other stuff going on, but thankfully we are really getting busy with the research, but we do need to set up yet more districts, so we'll tackle that next time and hopefully get some exciting new transportation systems sorted. Hey, remember that titanium mine that we made? That was a long time ago now. See you next time.